So tonight we're going to be playing some more of Doom, The Dark Ages. I'm actually just going to turn my volume down a little bit. I know the music just kind of dropped, but it's actually sounds a little bit loud tonight. So just go to audio settings. I've already put this down to like 35% master volume, but probably put it to like 25. 25 is probably better. I feel like I've actually had to do that on like, I think like all games that I'm currently playing or streaming. I think I've kind of turned the volume down. I don't know why, but maybe the last year or so, maybe just the last like few months. I don't know. I guess because I just like to be kind of chill and, you know, relaxed while streaming or gaming. It's kind of, I don't know, the headset on, I just like to turn the game volume down. The game sound effects and the music, neither of them need to be very loud, or as they usually are by default. So yeah, I usually just turn everything down. Anyways, yeah, we're doing some more of Doom: The Dark Ages tonight, so it's actually still a little bit dark out. When's the last time I started to stream before 6 a.m.? It doesn't even happen that often anymore. I'm always streaming so late. So, I mean, some people still consider this to be morning, but for me personally, I consider pre-6 a.m. is still nighttime, so, you know, even though it's June and it's already getting light out, it's actually still kind of dark. Most of my streams lately, when I started, it's like fully bright out. Right now, it's just kind of starting to get lighter out. Anyways, I didn't stream this game last week, unfortunately. Don't remember the exact reason. I probably just was tired or had something else going on. I actually, well, we're on a new week now because it's Monday night, but last week I missed or skipped 4 streams. So I only streamed 3 nights last week, which was Motorfest on Tuesday, Siege on Friday, and then I did Elden Ring last night. That was it. I missed the Doom Eternal stream, I missed 1 Elden Ring stream, Diablo 4, as well as Doom: The Dark Ages. So yeah, it's Monday night. We're starting off this week with a nice Dark Ages stream. We're going to get back into it. Obviously, I'm still playing Doom Eternal alongside this, so I should be streaming that again on Saturday. But yeah, tonight it's all about the Dark Ages. I think I recently wrapped up the first mission, or they call them chapters in this game, so we're on like the second chapter now or whatever, which is it's cool. Other than that, I don't think there's too much else going on. I have the second weapon at this point, the second gun, the Shredder, which I don't think I've seen it in this view yet, but I don't have a skin or anything. We got this somewhat recently, last few streams. Pretty crazy looking gun. They tried to make it look as Dark Ages as possible, even though obviously guns weren't a thing back then. Even the shotgun, they kind of tried to give it more of a medieval look, if that's possible. Just more of like a fantasy style gun. You know, there's a lot of like medieval fantasy universes that have guns and other stuff that weren't actually around at that time. You know, like World of Warcraft, for example. Anyways. I think I showed off these Slayer skins before, so I figured out that the black one, Void, you get for pre-ordering Dark Ages. Divinity is for getting specifically the premium edition or deluxe edition, whatever they called it. The more expensive edition that's gonna come with DLC later, whenever that releases. Yeah, we got Divinity for Atlan, which I don't think we've been anywhere near an Atlan yet, but I've seen them in trailers and stuff. We know there's going to be like a giant mech suit of some sort. We also know that there's going to be dragons, which, yeah, here's the... Of course we got Divinity with the dragon as well. Milestones are kind of like in-game achievements. I don't know. Seems like there's a lot of these and they're very secretive, so I don't know. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna hop in. We're gonna continue where we left off, continue along with the main story of Doom: The Dark Ages. And even though I'm streaming a little earlier tonight than I have been lately, I'm still not gonna stream that long. Probably an hour. If anything, I'd just kind of like to try, streaming a little earlier again. Maybe at least starting while it's still kind of nighttime. Because most of the time now I'm just kind of streaming in the morning. Most of my viewers are morning people or different time zones. I also have some Pepsi here because I'm really thirsty. Just drank one of those earlier, so I'm on my second one. It's nothing like Pepsi or Coke with ice. The only thing I will say is that I definitely actually can taste the difference between Diet Pepsi and normal Pepsi. Same with Coke. Coke Zero and Pepsi Zero, I feel like maybe if I focus on it really hard, I can try to find a difference, but they taste almost identical. Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi both actually don't taste as good as the normal or the zero versions. They actually taste less sweet. But is that even like what the diet version is supposed to be? Isn't diet supposed to be like no caffeine or something? I don't even know. I'm gonna need to like read the can. Does anyone really know what the difference is between like Diet Pepsi and Pepsi Zero? I know zero is supposed to mean zero sugar, but that doesn't mean that there's no sugar in it. That means they use a different kind of sweetener, you know? Something else. So it basically tastes the same as sugar, but it doesn't actually have sugar in it. Okay, hang on. I'm pulling up the stream here on my phone. Dark Ages and chill. Okay, stream is up and running, it looks fine. Hopefully no issues with the mic or anything, no one's in chat yet, so... If my mic is bugging out, I don't have anybody to tell me. Anyways, at least what I can see on YouTube, stream looks fine. So, I just realized that I don't have the can with me. I was gonna look at my Diet Pepsi can to actually see exactly what it says, because I feel like I've actually never read the Diet Pepsi can before. But I forgot that I don't even have the can with me. I poured it into a cup with ice, and the can isn't even in the room. And right now, I feel like I notice it more than other times. Just kind of in this moment, my Diet Pepsi tastes very lacking of sugar or sweetness. So I wish this were normal Pepsi. But, you know, like I said, I just drank a whole can before opening that one. It's my second can of Pepsi in the last hour, so... It's probably healthier than my parents keep buying zero and diet stuff. Anyways... Time for us to continue here. So we're on chapter 2. Now I remember there was a little bit of confusion, at least just for me. I'm not sure what other people thought. But when I was first starting this game or whatever, they made it look like there was only like 4 chapters. But then I figured out maybe last stream, so like 2 weeks ago, that there's actually like way more chapters than I thought. Like more chapters than were in Doom Eternal. I'm pretty sure there was like 20 chapters or something. It's gonna be a long one, which is good because for a second there I thought that this game might actually be kind of short. But no, we're good. It took me a few streams to get through just the first chapter. We're only on chapter 2, and there's still a lot more to go. So that's good. I'm hoping this game will have a nice, lengthy campaign that will remain in memory forever, for eternity. Just like Doom Eternal. So yeah, you can't scroll here, this is what threw me off, because it makes it look like there's only 4 chapters. Village of Kalim, which we finished, it says 86% complete, but that's based on how many like secrets you get, not how far you're into it or whatever. So I got 86% of the loot or whatever. I'm guessing Hebath is a lot bigger because it only says 1%. So there are actually 100 things to get. Because in Village of Kalim, I don't know. Each thing I grabbed is probably worth like 13% completion there. It says I'm 1% complete with Hebath, so I do not know. Enter the weapons facility. Okay. I think I've mostly been good about, like, making sure only to, you know, to get off, like, when the game is just auto-saved or whatever. So that we're not doing progress that's not going to save. I do kind of recognize this. Yeah, I recognize this building here. I recognize coming through this way. So, like I said, missed the stream on this last week. I haven't played this in 2 weeks. Don't exactly remember. But hopefully, I'll know in a minute or two. Hopefully this is exactly where we kind of left off last stream. And yeah, other than that, just gotta remember that this is different from Doom Eternal. I only have 2 guns currently. Combat shotgun and the shredder, of course. And I have this shield, which I have like the saw blade on the shield now. I have to remember how to use that. And we have the gauntlet for punching. And there is jumping, but no double jump, at least yet. And there's no dash, but there's sprinting. So a lot of the mechanics are quite a bit different than Doom Eternal. Hopefully I won't be too rusty. Okay. That's a scrambling wall. It's just kind of like climbing walls from Doom Eternal, but they you go up them automatically. Alright, let's rip this open. Alright, look at all the demons. Okay, I gotta get used to things again. So how do I block? Oh, what the heck? Okay, holding L1 puts you into like slow-mo, or at least it did. It put me into like slow-mo there, which is weird. Okay, L2. Alright, yeah, we'll get used to it. Yeah, L2 to block. L1 is to throw the shield. But for some reason at one point there, before I threw the shield, I did slow-mo while I was holding L1, so... Yeah, I guess it just does that? I don't remember the game telling me that you could just put it in slow-mo by holding the shield. Like before you throw it. You have to throw it when you do that, because as soon as you let go of L1, you'll throw the shield. but L2 is to block. And if you block just before something's about to hit, it works as a parry. So if it's a green attack, then it will deflect it. It one-shots those larger imp guys. So it's quite effective. I haven't even used my my guns yet. Also, I'm pretty sure I've already been here, so did we like unlock something? Because I recognize this whole room. Definitely think we've been through here. I guess the question is like, where does it want me to go now? Was this closed before? Guess it was. Oh, I remember this. Okay. Alright, I think this is where we left off maybe. I don't even know. Did I get done with this fight? Or... I don't know. Again, this game isn't perfectly saving. I feel like this happened before as well. Where I made sure that I, ended the stream right after it auto-saved, but I guess the saving is just not really great in this game. Tonight, I'm not too upset about it, because I'm super rusty, so it's nice to get a refresher. It's nice to get a bit of a recap of what's going on here. But, yeah. Basically, this is supposed to be our first time seeing a Hell Knight in Dark Ages. And Hell Knights are parryable with his Hell Surge melee attack. So gotta make sure to block that, parry it. And yeah, that's what we're doing. Alright, that's the Hell Knight. Yeah, I really gotta get used to things again. Okay, the Hell Surge is when he pounds like that, but you gotta do it just in time. Get the parry. Did that work? I don't know if that worked. No. Probably not. Okay, I need to like get some health here. So yeah, you have, I don't know what they call those in this game, but it's basically like glory kills. Glory kills basically aren't in this game. Also, I gotta remember to do the shield throw, because it one-shots the small guys. Big guys, it'll actually stun them. So it's pretty neat. Anyways, we survived this bit. But yeah, the main thing so far that I don't like so much about Doom the Dark Ages is the lack of glory kills. Like, I think everybody that played Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal loved the glory kills. They're like one of the best parts of the game, like one of the staple things about it. So I don't know why glory kills aren't in this game. They if you look it up, they probably have a reasoning for it or something. I find it hard to imagine that nobody's complained about glory kills not being in this game. So they probably said it's to be more efficient or whatever, to kill enemies quickly. And I mean, yeah, it is, but like glory kills are pretty fast too. And if you ask me, the real reason is kind of like laziness. They don't want to animate all the different glory kill animations, but like people love that stuff. Like, that's the sort of thing that they should be proud to be animating. Close up, brutal kills of demons. That's what the Doomslayer is all about. Missed anything here? That's it. So I don't remember if we got past that little Hell Knight tutorial or not. I don't remember exactly where I ended my last Dark Ages stream. I just know that I did that part already. Started that. Hell Knights are now a thing in this game, and they have parryable attacks, which are they're a lot harder to parry than the other guys, but I'd say they're just about as tough as Hell Knights in Tournament. Not necessarily worse. I'm finding it kind of difficult tonight to like avoid touching my headphone cord. It's been like a topic of debate now, like every stream that I've done for the last month. Because people keep mentioning how my mic gets kind of like fuzzy, usually like static, or it sounds like the cord is kind of loose or something, sometimes with the mic. And when no one's like letting me know in chat, I really have no idea when it's bugging out. And I feel like it usually happens when something is touching the cord. But tonight I can't seem to kind of get comfortable without, like, you know, the cord touching my arm. So I just hope that the mic is fine tonight and it's not having static constantly, because that would be really annoying to listen to, I guess, for anyone. What are you running from? Oh, it let me shoot him. These are supposed to be good guys now. Why does it let you... That's so weird. That has to be a bug, right? That's kind of glitched out. I feel like there have been other areas in this game where there's been NPCs like this, and it just doesn't let you shoot them, like your gun is pointed down or whatever. I actually kind of like it when games do that because it makes it way more realistic. Like, if I can actually shoot at people, but like it doesn't affect them at all, it looks so silly. Like, it looks so stupid. Like, I just shot like 20 rounds into this guy, and he's just like standing there, like nothing happened. Yeah, I'd actually rather the game just didn't let me shoot in this area, you know? Anyways.
Habet facilities are under lockdown.
Collect gold. Okay, it says 75, but I'm assuming that's some gold there maybe, and it's probably more than one. If I have to go grab 75 items, this might be a lot. Each one's probably worth like 25 or something, I don't know. Find out. This room's kind of big too, kind of open. Blue key card required. So how much gold we got here? 50. Gold can be found hidden throughout the world. Use gold to buy upgrades at a Sentinel Shrine. Ah, so this is new. This is a new mechanic. There was no gold in Doom Eternal. There were several ways to, you know, upgrade things and whatnot, but it wasn't gold or like money. Also, the hologram thing is that's just signifying to me that the blue key card is going to be in that room. So however I get in there, that's where the blue key card is to go through that door, which maybe has the rest of the gold through it, or it's just the next thing and there's going to be more gold around here. This is the shrine, I assume? I'm assuming this is the shrine, but maybe not. If it is, I guess I can't interact with it until I get more gold. I see some there. So gold chests are worth 50, and then what, each piece of gold like this is worth like 5? Oh, each piece is worth 1. Okay. So a piece of gold in this game is 1 gold, but a chest gives you 50, so it's a lot. I'm gonna grab 25 of these small things. Looks like there's some sort of poisonous gas going around in here. I wonder what's up with that. Okay, I guess go down here and get some gold. I feel like I'm gonna get ambushed by enemies down here. It seems kind of like a fight area. Explosive barrels, tight corridors. And there we go. There's a big stack there. There's like 10 of them. Okay. Keep searching for gold. I think they do this literally just to introduce you to like the concept of gold in this game as a new like mechanic, basically. Use the Sentinel Shrine. Okay. I guess we've seen the whole room. No demons anywhere. It seems kind of like a fight area. Maybe this is more like a hub or like a safe zone. Got my shrine, which I can get some sort of upgrades with the gold. So we'll use that. Sentinel Shrines. This reminds me of like a shrine from like Neo, which is kind of like the equivalent of a Grace in Elden Ring. Or any sort of checkpoint in those style of games. Okay, let's read about Sentinel Shrines here. Sentinel Shrines allow you to upgrade your guns, shield, and melee weapons. Find gold, rubies, and wraith stones in the world to purchase these upgrades. You can use the same Sentinel Shrine more than once. Okay, we haven't seen any rubies yet, and I don't even know what wraith stones are, but they sound cool. Guns, shield, and melee. Okay, I feel like the guns could use some upgrades. The Shredder is pretty good, but the shotgun definitely feels kind of lackluster compared to just like using the shield as a weapon, because just the shield bash is more effective than the shotgun, and you can basically use it just as frequently, and it, you know, doesn't use ammo. It's kind of infinite, so just better usually. These are pricey. Our upgrades normally like 75. So at least for the Shredder, if I want to upgrade this, this costs all my gold. I was hoping 75 would be enough for like a few things, a few different upgrades. Pincushion. Dealing enough damage to a demon with the Shredder applies Pincushion. Hitting a demon with shield throw or parrying a Hell Surge attack detonates Pincushion, causing damage in a wide area. That's cool. In the video there, it looks like he's using it on a Mancubus, which we haven't seen Mancubus yet in this game as an enemy. But we know Mancubus is going to be in this game. I've seen him in the trailers. So this pincushion thing might be better later in the game when we start fighting some bigger targets. Because right now I can kill things fairly quickly. I don't need to be comboing up all that stuff. Combat shotgun. Okay, this is only 50. Dealing enough damage to a demon with the combat shotgun applies burn. Demons affected by burn drop armor pickups. Incendiary. Okay, so for higher health demons, if you're shooting the hell out of them, they're going to burn up with incendiary rounds, and then they'll be dropping armor, which is pretty good. And what about for my shield? Oh, this looks a lot more advanced. Is the shield supposed to be like the main weapon in this game? Because why is there so much more here? Well, it's showing runes and stuff here too. I don't even know. We haven't unlocked runes yet. Okay, this shield upgrade is called Retaliation. Parrying Hell Surge attacks will trigger a larger, more powerful shockwave that causes nearby demons to heavy falter. Okay, that's good if I'm parrying Hell Surge attacks all the time, which I don't know. They're kind of annoying to parry, honestly. With the Hell Knights, it might just be better to kind of, you know, just punch them and then shoot them up with the Shredder. Melee weapons. Finisher. Increase the damage of the final hit in your Power Gauntlet combo. Yeah, I don't really do Power Gauntlet combos a lot. At least not yet. I usually do it like one at a time. Okay, let's go with Incendiary for the shotgun. That definitely sounds like the coolest upgrade for now. And this costs 50, so I'll have like 25 gold left over. So if we get another 50, then I can have 75 for probably pincushion, or I don't know. I might go with the shield one. Power Gauntlet one is probably the least interesting to me for now. Anyways, let's get Incendiary. Got a bronze trophy for that, upgraded. And now I have an Incendiary shotgun, which I hope is going to be nice. I hope it helps with damage too, and not just giving you armor. I mean, getting armor is nice, but I've always kind of wondered actually, dude. I'm pretty sure demons take more damage when they're burning in Doom Eternal, but it's probably like very small, you know, like the bonus or whatever. Like I don't even know if they take DOT. It might just be like they take 10% more damage from you. I don't know. It seems minimal if there's any damage boost at all. Okay, get to the research lab. So this door just opened. I guess that's how we're gonna get to that blue key and move forward. I gotta kill some imps. Try out my new shotgun. Oh, that's one of those other imp guys. Is he gonna? No. He's not gonna stay stunned that long. Oh, his projectile ran out. Okay, I want to try out the incendiary shotgun. I think it looks a little bit different. For the small guys, it's just, you know, the shotgun one-shots them anyways. See what I mean? It's often easier to literally just use the shield and just melee everything rather than actually just using the shotgun, but I'm gonna try it a bit. I want to try lighting up some bigger enemies and getting some of that armor. Get them to burn. It'll be kind of reminiscent of the flame belch from Doom Eternal. I guess the good old combat shotgun is the new flame belch, if you have the incendiary upgrade, of course. Anyways, time to head on out. Oh, we got more. So these guys I have to use the shredder for because they have the heated shields or whatever. Or no, it was you throw the shield at them, right? Not the shredder. I don't remember, to be honest. Yeah, you throw the shield at those guys, and if their shield is of heated metal, then it will explode or whatever. Otherwise, you have to heat it up.
Mark it on the player's map.
What are these? I have no idea what these things are. There's some sort of pickup that I'm full on. Are those like for the power gauntlet? I don't think so. Climbing wall there. Is that the main way to go or is that secret? It's locked. Okay, we'll come back to the scrambling wall. Yeah, this is quite big. I don't know what those are. Maybe just like more ammo? Is it shredder ammo? Is that what the shredder ammo is supposed to look like? I'm really not sure what the hell that's supposed to be. Stone imp. Oh wow. Okay, stone imps are a much stronger version of normal imps, at least in Doom Eternal. And stone imps don't come into Doom Eternal until the second DLC. So where I'm at in Doom Eternal right now, stone imps are kind of new. So in this game, I guess you get them very early. The Stone Imp can deflect the Shield Saw with its stone skin. It is vulnerable to shield charge, which will cause it to explode. Okay, so overall I think Stone Imps will be a lot easier to deal with in this game. I guess we just don't want to use the shield saw on them, just try to avoid that. It says they deflect it. I'm assuming it comes back and hits me then. But I can just one-shot them with the shield charge, which I do the shield charge a lot more than the shield saw. The shield charge is still the best thing we have. The shield charge is the easiest and best attack you can do in this game so far. Okay, Stone Imps. Let's see it. Oh yeah. Alright, they're a bit different, but yeah, pretty much a Stone Imp. Pretty much. Yeah, so you just one-shot them with the shield charge. I almost want to see what happens if I do the shield saw on them. Let's try it. Oh, the door's in the way. Stupid door. Okay, it comes back, but it doesn't hit me. I just grab it. It just bounces off of them. It's kind of weird. Wonder what happens if you shoot them normally. I guess it's not very effective. I don't know. Stone Imps is cool though. It's cool that they brought back a late game DLC enemy from Doom Eternal as kind of an early game normal enemy in this game. I don't know how normal they're going to be. Our Stone Imp's going to be quite common. We haven't actually seen a lot of normal imps yet because they weren't there on like the first mission really, first chapter. The imps kind of took a while to get going. Okay, it's locked. That's where the blue key is going to be. Probably. Okay, this is some sort of secret. And that's gonna be somewhere I need to go. Okay. What do we got hidden in here? Oh, gold. Nice. Yeah, I definitely prefer to find like gold or something in secret areas rather than like, you know, ammo or something that I'm probably going to be full on and it's just going to be a waste. Gold, I'm assuming you can just stack up the gold infinitely, so that's good. Ah, there we go. Alright, so that, I forgot what those guys are called, the greater imps or whatever. He's one of the big strong imps. They do the very easy to parry projectiles, but if they get close now, I can just shoot him like twice with the shotgun and then he goes up in flames and I got a bunch of armor, so that's cool. I got to test out the incendiary shotgun. It works. Okay, and where does this lead? Some armor there. Now, this scrambling wall, does this link to the other one I saw earlier? Because I forgot to go back to that. I don't remember how far back that was, actually. Oh, crap. Is this fine? Okay, that's fine. I think I'm supposed to go this way, but I can't tell. This could all be like a part of a secret. I think the secret was just the gold. Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go. Okay, got a Hell Knight there. Okay, are we good here? It looks all electrical, but I guess you just don't want to touch the walls. Floor is fine. That's where the Hell Knight was. Okay, we're in. Where's my blue key card? It's gonna be in here somewhere. And I'm gonna try to go back to that other scrambling wall I saw a little while back, if we're still near it, because I don't remember actually where I saw it. Ah, more cultists. And a bunch of gold. Hello, cultists. Enough of this madness. Also, this game offers you no incentive to kill the cultists. I feel like you should almost just leave them alive. Just let them keep summoning demons. You literally get nothing for killing them, and they don't fight back, like, at all. Anyways, blue keycard. Oh, great. Looks like a whole lot just opened up. Okay, I guess we're just kind of hopping out the window and... I don't know, we'll see. There's stuff going on here. Yeah, a bunch of enemies. As I said earlier, I expected this to kind of be a fight area. That's what it looked like to me. Okay, we got a lot of these guys. So what's up with these shields? Because these shields are different than the other ones. Are these kind of like... Oh damn, they're different. Are they just like non-heatable shields, or are they supposed to be kind of more like the original riot shields from Doom Eternal? I don't know. They're kind of different, and it's weird. Maybe they're just supposed to be shields that you can't heat up, which makes them even harder to deal with. Looks like you can damage them normally, but it takes a lot. Okay, so you can damage them, it just takes a lot. And I guess maybe the shield isn't as effective against it. What about, like, the saw? Okay, the saw goes through it, I think. Let's line them up. Yeah. Whoa. That's one of those larger imp guys, but he's, like, invisible. That's actually cool. Yeah, I guess I can't lock onto him. Okay, that's really interesting. Is it this one that was going invisible? No, this one I think, maybe. I don't know, I can't tell. I can't tell, man. Stone imps. Jeez, okay, this is probably the most intense fight we've had so far in this game. This is starting to feel more like Doom Eternal now, when you just got a bunch of different types of demons, and I gotta remember how to deal with all of them in different ways. It's the intensity is finally starting to pick up in this game, which I'm definitely down with. Down with it, but I gotta get used to it. Because so far this game has been quite easy. Not like super easy, but you know, you can tell the game is still teaching you stuff. It's still like kind of like a tutorial or whatever. And now things are picking up. Yeah, this is the Doom that I remember. Still alive. Who lives? Alright. I think we took everyone out. So far, I think I can guarantee that is the largest or most intense battle we've had so far in Doom: The Dark Ages. They kind of threw like all the different enemies we've been fighting so far at me. Except for the biggest one. Except for the Pinky Rider. But we got more of the Imp Stalkers, I think that's what they're called. And one of them was invisible or something. I almost want to check the codex to see if there's anything new. Unfortunately, I think the codex is a little bit less detailed in this game than it was in Doom Eternal. But, you know, it's not like the glory kill situation. Like, at least we have a codex in this game. It's just that the codex is more like illustrations rather than, like, you know, just like images of the 3D models of exactly how the demons look in-game. Which I think I prefer that look over the kind of like black and white illustrations or sketches. But also, like, the information about the demons in this game you see in the codex is all like lore-based, I think. Whereas in Doom Eternal, it gave you info on every enemy, like all their weaknesses and what they're strong against or whatever. So, yeah, here's my enemies codex. So this is what the codex looks like in this game. Like, it's still cool. I like that there's a codex. I can keep track of all the enemy types and their names, so I know what to call them. But I wish that it gave actual, like, tips and tricks. It tells you, like, when you first fight stuff, so I guess they want you to really rely on memory more in this game. Because in Doom Eternal, you could always go back to your codex and look and see what demons are weak against. But in this game, like, it's all lore. Anyways, we got imps, zombies, soldiers, imp stalker, Pinky Rider, hell cultists, shield soldiers, the hell knights, and stone imps, nightmare imp stalker. Okay, so the nightmare imp stalker is its own enemy, which I like. That's cool. Just scan over the description a little bit. So yeah, it seems like nightmare imp stalkers are exactly what it looked like to me. It's just an imp stalker that can go invisible, which is cool. Obviously in Doom Eternal there's pinkies that can be invisible, they're called specters. And in Doom Eternal, Whiplash, which is another type of demon, can also go invisible. And I always wondered why, in Doom Eternal, invisible Whiplashes are never considered their own enemy type. Even though a Spectre is exactly the same thing as a Pinky, which is invisible, it's considered its own enemy because it's, you know, it's a homage to the original games or whatever. They have invisible Pinkies called Spectres. In Doom Eternal, they don't have a separate enemy type for the invisible Whiplashes, when an invisible Whiplash is so much worse than a normal Whiplash that you can see. Whiplashes are evasive enough, so when they're invisible, it makes them so hard to kill. As for the Imp Stalker, I mean, I could still, like, see him, but it looks kind of cooler, you know, how it looked like he was kind of cloaking himself. He kind of looked similar to how he looks in this little codex. Like a shadow demon. Which is kind of a cool look. Hopefully we'll see more of those guys. And since this codex doesn't give you statistical information or anything, I'm assuming they're just literally just imp stalkers that go invisible, but it could be more than that. Anyways, back to it. We're done with this little fight in here. So now we're gonna move forward with that blue key card. I actually just want to check something quickly. Where did I see a climbing wall before I got to the other one? Was it around here somewhere? I saw a scrambling wall somewhere. It might have been like out here. Yeah, this still opens. Yeah, it was this way. I'm guessing this is another secret. Maybe it's more gold. Still don't know what these do. This door is just locked. Maybe we'll come back through there later, but yeah, this here, there's also this. These seem to show up more often in this game. In Doom Eternal, this would always mean that you're in the middle of a fight. You can't leave the area because you're in a fight. But there's no fight here right now. This is just blocked off. And I see more cultists in there. But there's this scrambling wall that I saw, and I felt like this looked kind of secretive, so... Let's just go up and... yeah, look at this. There's an imp here and... some gold. Only like 5 gold, that's fine, you know, another little secret. Like I said earlier, I think gold is kind of a valid thing to have in a secret area. I'd much rather prefer gold over like, you know, ammo and stuff. Because I guess overall there's a limited amount of gold that you can get in the game. Like enemies won't just drop gold, you know, you specifically have to find it. Secret stuff. Just grab some health here. Alright. Let's head through the blue door now. Let's see what we got.
Welcome to research and development. Operations are currently suspended.
Yeah, operations are indeed currently suspended. Why does this room look so much brighter than the one over there? Just this one room here is very bright, and then we're back into darkness. And whatever is going on here, is this even like breathable air? I don't know, the gas in here is like brown and there's flies everywhere. It looks like a comical like fart, giant fart cloud. Damn. Bro, what is this? Ooh, first Mancubus. This is our first Dark Ages Mancubus. I love Mancubus's design in this game. Like I said, I saw him in the, I think the original trailer. But yeah, he just looks kind of more like a Dark Age version of Mancubus from Doom Eternal. Very cool. Oh, he's bigger too. He's actually much like taller than Mancubi from Doom Eternal. I'm guessing he's like maybe a stronger enemy in this game. A bigger guy. Okay, that does stun him, so that's good. Okay, let's light him up, and then I'm gonna use the shredder. There we go. Yeah, shred him. Okay, I've killed one Mancubus. There's probably gonna be more later. Probably gonna be more. Damn. Yeah, we got another Mancubus. Okay, so Mancubus at least looks bigger in this game. Like, he looks cooler because he's just larger, more imposing. But I think health-wise, he's maybe around the same toughness as he was in Doom Eternal. I think so far in this game, the strongest health enemy we've fought is the Pinky Rider. I think the Pinky Rider still has more health than a Mancubus, but yeah, like, it's cool, bro. I like how we're bringing back classic demons, favorites. Mancubus has always been a favorite of mine. Just the big fat one. Sometimes very annoying to deal with, but, you know, he's a classic. Love him or hate him, Mancubus is a classic. Okay, now I got all these guys. There we go, yeah. Take them all out. Okay, that was a very cool fight. I loved that one. The whole vibe of that, like it was all cinematic, you know, we just kind of just dropped down and the lights went all red and everything. It was just cool. It was just cool. 2 Mancubi and a bunch of their minions. was a cool fight. Any secrets in here before we move on? I still hear some zombie moaning or something. Is there a zombie like around here? Yeah. Right there. Also, ammo is very prevalent in this game. Is that the right word? This game gives you so much ammo. Like, I never have to worry about running out. I can almost just kind of like spray my shredder or shoot my shotgun whenever I want, which I kind of like. I just have to get used to it because normally I'm more conservative of my ammo, especially in Doom Eternal, like the main campaign. In the DLC I find, well, Ancient Gods Part 2, once you get the Sentinel Hammer, it's like the same thing. It's like you always have like so much ammo, I don't even need to use the chainsaw anymore. But in this game with the Blood Punch that recharges over time, like you don't have to really worry about ammo that much at all. Plus there's just ammo everywhere. This game gives you so much ammo. Doom Eternal did not give me this much ammo like during the main story or whatever. Skeletonin T, welcome to the stream. Turn on auto sprint in the settings. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I can see how some or even a lot of people would want to have that on, but I think I prefer being able to just walk normally or sprint when I choose to. I like how we have conventional sprinting in this game, so, you know, it's how it should be for a first-person shooter on controller. I just press L3 and then I can sprint. But yeah, I wouldn't want it to be this fast automatically. Sometimes I do just want to walk normal speed. Anyways, I think we're done with this this room here. Still a lot of locked doors, it seems like. I'm still hearing zombies. Is there a zombie around me, or? I don't know. Is one of these things still alive? Oh, this. Okay, this is a new gun, but that looks like more like a. It kind of looks like the pistol from like Doom 2016, but like a really, really big version of it, like a hand cannon. It just looks like a really, really big pistol. I don't know. Doom Eternal doesn't really have any sort of pistol, right? Like, pistol is like the only type of gun that doesn't exist in that game. Well, we're about to get some sort of new weapons, so I guess we'll see. What weapon is this? Also, that has to be an audio glitch. Accelerator? Oh, this is literally like the plasma rifle, okay. Yeah, it's for some reason it looks more like a pistol than a rifle, but it's meant to be like the plasma rifle. The accelerator shoots out plasma energy at a very high rate of fire. It has moderate spread, making it less effective at long range. As a plasma weapon, it can also quickly overload energy shields to generate an explosion. Okay, the accelerator is literally the exact same thing as a plasma rifle from Doom Eternal, but kind of even cooler, to be honest. Based on the little video, it looks awesome. It looks like more realistic, if that makes sense. Obviously plasma guns are something we haven't achieved yet in real life, but if we did have real life plasma guns, I feel like it would look like that. That looks a lot more realistic. Then, you know, like the test. Okay, I'm down to clear the floor. Let's see this thing. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got recoil to it as well. In Doom Eternal, you don't have like recoil on any of the weapons, really. Yeah, this thing actually has recoil, which they were kind of explaining. Be careful with the spread. Oh, it's so cool, bro. It looks so cool, like when it's shooting. It's like satisfying to look at. And this is plasma ammo. Okay. So I wonder why plasma ammo was spawning so much earlier. Because like an hour ago when I started this stream, we were seeing plasma ammo like on the ground. And I was wondering, I'm like, what is that for? Now I know it's plasma ammo, but why was it all the way back there? That I don't know. And also, now that we have 3 guns, I actually have to start using the weapon wheel now. Can't just keep quick swapping, we gotta stick to 2 things at a time. Okay, so yeah, we basically have kind of like the 3, like, you know, lighter weapons. I don't know, I'm not sure what other kind of guns you get in this game, but like in Doom Eternal, this would be, you know, the combat shotgun, the heavy cannon, and the plasma rifle, which are kind of the lightest guns in that game. But yeah, these are cool, man. The accelerator, I like this. This is a very cool take on the plasma rifle. I kind of like the recoil too, even though it's harder to use. It just looks cooler. It looks more like realistic and intense. And yeah, these plasma shields actually make sense now. So these guys are actually much easier to deal with than the metal shield guys. Watch this. Yeah, it's exactly the same as Doom Eternal. A few plasma bullets and those energy shields are nothing. Nothing. We have a secret here. They make these hard to see. It's meant to be like when you see like a dark crack in the wall in Doom Eternal. They make the secrets obviously not stand out. You have to be looking for them. More gold and plasma ammo. Yep, even for the plasma rifle, this game is still giving me too much ammo. And this is like an extra life thing, but I'm full right now. I already have 3 of those. So this kind of feels like, yeah, these are basically extra lives, like the 1-ups from Doom Eternal, which I'm pretty sure those stacked infinitely. I know why they limit you to 3 in this game. It's because you can choose when to use them or not. They don't automatically get used. You get to choose to use one when you die. But still, I don't like the idea of like special, you know, sort of rare things being as a part of a secret. Because if you're full on it, then it's just a waste. Whenever I get BFG 9000 ammo as a part of a secret in Doom Eternal, like it pisses me off. If I already have 2 shots for it. Because it's like the secret is wasted, you know? Like, I don't even need the BFG ammo, I'm full. So in this case, we're full on the extra lives. I don't need this. That kind of sucks. Anyways, I guess it's there for later, but I doubt we'll be back. Okay, I'm still hearing like zombies moaning, so I think there's some sort of audio glitch in this room. I'm not really sure. As far as I know, all the corpses around here are dead. Also, why is this room all red? Like before when we had the whole Mancubus situation. I don't know. So yeah, not only does this absolutely waste energy shields, but it makes them explode and it kills all the ones that are nearby. Like, the one that was shooting me from up here, wasn't he like here? And the ones that I just killed were all the way over here? Is the explosion that intense that it killed one like over here? I don't even know. The whole room's covered in blood, so I can't really tell what got killed and what didn't. But yeah, basically this accelerator is just going to be OP against any sort of energy shields. Just going to wipe them out. Okay, and this is something that is heated. It's some glowing metal. Oh. Oh, he's dead. He didn't even let me do the kill thing. I wonder why he spawned when I jumped up there. Probably because he's supposed to spawn when you go that way. They didn't consider this. This isn't a secret or anything though, right? I was just kind of just messing around. Anyways, for heated metal, we're going to want to use the shield. Throw out the shield and then make that explode. new sort of parkour or puzzle mechanic. I should remember it. It's hard to miss glowing hot metal. Okay, these are parryable projectiles. There we go. Yeah. I've destroyed it and there's gold hiding. That's cool. Oh, there's enemies in here that have already spawned because the metal's already kicked in. Oh, more Mancubus. Damn, he's flaming me up close, which is doing way too much damage. Way too much damage. I need to, like, you know, let's stun him. Oh, is he dead? No, not yet. Not yet. There we go. Yeah, so because this has high rate of fire, I think you can get a lot of energy off the big guys if you flame them up first. Yeah, you flame them up, and then you plasma rifle, and then much armor and health. Keeps you alive. Okay. It's almost 7 at this point, so I'm probably gonna end the stream soon. Oh, we might be getting our mech thing soon. I forgot what they call it. Because this is some sort of like hologram of what the mech is gonna look like. I forgot what he's called. Anyways, next autosave I will probably end the stream, but we'll see what else we got going on here. The music hasn't fully calmed down yet, so I don't know. Thinking we got more, perhaps. Maybe not. There's a lot of loot here. Not really much going on. A lot of armor, health. Oh, got a lot of energy shields. This is back. Yeah, this is back in here. Okay. So yeah, that door, I was saying we were gonna come back through there later. Here we are. Nice. We're wasting Mancubus in a matter of seconds now. So accelerator plus incendiary shotgun combo is it's a go-to. Yeah, the shotgun was starting to feel pretty lackluster compared to the shredder, and now the accelerator. So I'm glad I got the incendiary mod on it. Now the shotgun is almost better than the other two for a defensive position because it, you know, it makes them drop all the armor. Were we in this room before, or was this door closed maybe? I don't know. I kinda recognize this spot, but not really. Yeah, this is where I came and got the blue key card. Everything is kinda connecting here. So this door to my left, right here, this must have been locked. Got more of these sentinel guys here.
Need assistance out here.
Okay. I think I probably missed an autosave. I don't know. I wish this game had manual save. I'm pretty sure I've checked a few times now, and we haven't seen it. Which it's unfortunate when you know, single-player story games don't have manual saving, because manual saving is just always better than autosave. You pick up exactly where you want to leave off. we just saved there. This is probably a good place to pick it up next stream. We have one of those Titans. Wait, is that 2 Titans fighting? Hold up, let's get a little look at this. I think that's 2 Titan. No, it looks like a giant mech fighting a Titan. That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. Obviously, we know the Doomslayer is going to have his own mech in this game, but the Sentinels here at Habeth, they must have like giant Titan suits as well, because you can see there's a Titan demon here, like a giant demon, fighting this big mech, and you can see the Titan demon is still bigger than the mech, but they're close in size. They're having a struggle, and the mech has this weapon, or maybe that's the demon's weapon. I don't know. They're both gripping it, so I can't tell. Anyways, that's cool. I like a lot of the environments and map stuff in this game. This actually kind of like reminds me of Star Wars. All the spaceships going by and like this deserty kind of planet. Totally looks like something from like Star Wars. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Pretty sick. Anyways, we know that it's saved there, so that is where we are going to leave off for tonight. But I just wanted to just speak about a few things overall, like my impressions with this game. I'm not sure how many times I've streamed this game now. I think mostly since this game released, I've been streaming it every Monday night, because I played this, the early access, the week that it released. I think it was on a Wednesday or Thursday, but they had Monday night, they had early access. So I streamed this game on early access, like I think over a month ago now. Yeah, I think it was actually before my birthday, which was over a month ago. So 5 or 6 weeks ago, this game dropped. I streamed it early access, and then I've been streaming it each Monday night, but I've missed 2. I've missed 2 of those weeks. Last week, and I think before that, like 2 or 3 weeks. So this has maybe been like my 4th stream on this game. That might have only been like my 3rd stream on Doom the Dark Ages. I'm thinking it was my 4th though. If I had to guess, I've done 4 streams on this game now. So definitely still fresh into things, but you know, not like a total noob anymore. I know what's going on. I know a lot of the main differences, I think, now compared to Doom Eternal and stuff. Overall, I do like this game a lot. I think it looks really cool. I'm excited to, you know, keep going through it and see what the rest of the game has. There's just a few things that I wish they kind of carried on from Doom Eternal. The main thing, I'll probably keep saying this throughout the whole game, but glory kills, man. What happened to glory kills? Like, yeah, you can still kind of do them in this game. Like, you can punch a demon's head off or like kick them or something, but it's so like fast, and it doesn't even like zoom into it or anything. Like, it's nowhere near on the level that glory kills were in Doom Eternal or even Doom 2016, which I think kind of started the whole glory kill thing. The glory kills were a staple of the last 2 Doom games. This game doesn't have them. It's pretty unfortunate, but yeah, you know. So that's the main thing. I think the only other thing that... What even is the only other thing? Just the codex, I guess. Just kind of the level of detail in the codex. I preferred the codex in Doom Eternal because it had information on the, like, you know, actual like game information on how to take out demons. In this game, it's just lore and stuff, which is cool too. But you know, I kind of like to see. Like, now I have to rely on my memory like really hard here, because in Doom Eternal I often go back to the codex and read about the demons so I can remember how to kill all of them. In this game, that might be harder, especially since there might be more enemies, because we're getting a lot of new enemies. We've seen like at least 10 different enemies or whatever, and we're only on like chapter 2 out of like 20 something. I forgot where I counted it before. It was probably after I finished chapter 1, but before I started chapter 2. And yeah, that was either last stream or maybe the stream before that. I don't know. It's a little while ago now. And then as for extras, I don't think we've unlocked any new weapon skins or anything. Here's a closer look at the accelerator, which definitely looks like it's a giant pistol. Like the handle and the trigger looks like somewhat like normal for a pistol, but then like just the body of the gun is just like absurdly large. But yeah, this is literally the plasma rifle in this game, so it's pretty cool. I like the accelerator. I also love the shredder. The shredder is the most unique weapon so far, but you can tell it's supposed to be kind of like the heavy cannon. But the shredder is really fun. It actually, it's way better than the heavy cannon in Doom Eternal. This thing really wastes the heavy guys like very quickly. And the combat shotgun, you know, usually kind of like the first gun you get in Doom games, usually the most bland one, but with the incendiary upgrade, the combat shotgun is now rivaling my my shredder and the accelerator. And I was looking at the other skins earlier that I have from the premium edition or whatever when I started the stream. The only other thing is the collectible viewer, which you can see like the secret toys that you've got. This is also how you see the demon 3D models in this game, so you can toggle to full scale. So I have this imp toy, and you can just switch to the model of what the actual imps look like in this game, which they look like imps, but they look quite a bit different than imps, you know? If these guys were in Doom Eternal, they would just be like another version of the imp, you know? Like the stone imps or whatever. You'd be another type. And then we have the soldier. This toy actually looks very cool. I don't think I've looked at the soldier, or maybe even the imp stalker up close. I don't know if I've looked at these two up close yet, so we're gonna check these out. But yeah, the imp, I've seen this one. I got this toy like very early on. But the toy of this soldier actually looks really cool. It looks so awesome. It looks like it looks like a Dark Ages version of the Marauder or something from Doom Eternal. I don't know why he looks so cool. That's full scale. Yeah, you can tell in full scale he looks more like a normal enemy. But the zombies are like the soldiers. Not the zombies. The zombies in this game actually look, I think, the same as Doom Eternal for the most part. But the soldiers definitely look different, and they look very cool. When you're fighting them in game, they look kind of a lot more simple. When you're just kind of killing them all, you know, one-shotting and whatever, they don't seem so special. Yeah, if you look at all the details of this guy, it looks pretty sick. In toy mode, he definitely looks pristine, with the shield and everything on his arm like that, and the blaster, you know, being like a lot bigger. Just looks like kind of like a boss version of him. I don't know. And then we have the Imp Stalker, which, yeah, the Imp Stalker also looks a lot cooler when you see him standing still like this. The Imp Stalker actually looks very similar to the Archvile from Doom Eternal. I think he looks like the Archvile a lot. Obviously not as powerful. Archviles aren't like huge either. They're maybe a little taller than these guys in Doom Eternal, but they're not massive. Mainly the arms and the color scheme, and the Archvile has I think the spikes on his shoulders too. So this guy looks very similar to Archvile. And in toy form, I'm pretty sure this is what the normal imps kind of looked like in like the old school Doom games, you know, like the old pixel ones. I'm pretty sure imps were actually kind of larger, you know, they weren't small and thin like this. They were more kind of like the same size as you, or the same size as the Slayer. Like the Imp Stalker in Doom of the Dark Ages, which is essentially like a full-size imp that can just use like much bigger projectile attacks, and he's got a lot more health. But yeah, it's kind of cool. The idea of the Imp Stalker, I'm pretty sure it's kind of a new thing for this game. But it's like they took inspiration from both the like classic imp as well as the Archvile from Doom Eternal. Overall, very cool looking. The Imp Stalker looks awesome. So Yeah, that's another thing I was gonna go into was the when I was talking about kind of like my overall opinions on this game or whatever so far. So in terms of like criticism or things that I'm not too happy about, just kind of like the less attention to detail in the codex and the lack of glory kills. Those are really the only two things I have to complain about this game. Everything else is like great. Graphics are super good, obviously. The music is good. I'm pretty sure Mick Gordon isn't working with Bethesda anymore, so I guess they got someone else doing the music now, but it still sounds good. It sounds similar to Mick Gordon's, metal style from Doom Eternal. And the not just like the actual level of graphics in the game, but just kind of like how the maps are designed and like the whole theme of this game. It's definitely like super dark and like gritty, and really blends fantasy and sci-fi like perfectly. Which for me, that's like a double thumbs up. I like sci-fi, I really like fantasy, and mixing them together is super dope. Like for a Doom game, it's just like the theming of this game and like the map design and everything is just perfect. Like all that stuff is really, really cool. And yeah, also the designs of the enemies, because a lot of the enemies are returning from Doom Eternal and other Doom games, but they have more of a Dark Ages look. Even the Slayer, just the base Slayer skin just looks a lot cooler than the Slayer in Doom Eternal. He just looks meaner and tougher. He looks like he's from the Dark Ages. He's been through a lot. Anyways, that's it for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream on Doom the Dark Ages. And I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.